Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, Attention Coach Jeff Copper, and I'm here with career counselor Wilma Fellman, a frequent flyer on Attention Talk Radio and Attention Talk Video. As I've been saying, I got so many frequent guests, I got to start giving out green stamps for awards and stuff. So,
we'll take them.
Wilma, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Wilma, as a career counselor, we're trying to cover some questions that are interesting. One of those is, are those with ADHD always underemployed?
The short answer is no.
Okay.
There are lots of people who believe that because they have challenges, they need to accept something less than what they really would have loved to have done in their life. Mm-hmm. And the message loud and clear is there are people with ADD with lots of challenges working at all levels. Mm-hmm. There are scientists, doctors, lawyers, merchants and chiefs. Mm-hmm. And the trick is not to pick a level that's comfortable for you, but to find what fits with all of your pieces so that you can actually do what your heart's desire has told you that you want to do. So when the combination is correct, sky's the limit.
You and I did a couple of radio shows on this, and I call it casting. That's casting yourself in the career life that you were meant to be. And that series of shows that we've done, and one of the reasons why I always like to have you on is casting yourself in a career with ADD is a little bit more complicated, and you're doing a lot of work around that area, and if you check out the radio shows, you'll hear how real opinionated I am and how much I really think that she gets it. But it's a more detailed analysis to understand exactly some of the nuances of you and your environment to kind of match that job. And what I'm hearing is if you spend the time, I mean, you can stumble into that career luckily, but if you spend the time and do the work to understand you and your ADD, then it's much easier for you to go actually pick the space that really makes a lot of sense and not be underemployed.
Exactly. It's time well spent. It's money well spent if there's cost involved. It doesn't go on forever. It's not. It's a relatively short-term process, and by that I mean within 6 to 12 weeks you can have your whole package put together. Mm-hmm. And the danger of stumbling is that the self-esteem, which has been battered and torn, gets battered and torn over and over again if you're just stumbling into something without a plan.
I will say the hard part is if you're going to go do that and work with somebody, you need to work with a career counselor that knows what they're doing, particularly if they know ADHD career counseling, because just that one-size-fits-all can be a little bit challenging. So I will acknowledge that if you get the right person, you can do that stuff, although be careful and search high and low to make sure you get somebody who understands ADD and realizes it's just not plug you in. We've talked so many times about how you might have a legal background, but if you really look at like a traditional legal job, it's very much a data kind of research type job that's by yourself. And if you're not aware of that, and if you're not the type of person, if you get bored with that, that's a bad environment for you to be in. And so some of it is really to understand that, hey, I like legal work, but maybe not that. Maybe I like to teach law or other types of things, and that's an example of how you can match yourself up, right?
Exactly.
For anybody that wants to learn more, or contact you, your email address?
WRZF@AOL.com.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Take care.